Who are you and what is your background in hockey?
Hi, I'm Peter Jones. I'm currently player coach of the USA Masters Men's Over 50 team. In the past, I played indoor and outdoor for the USA. I represented the USA at 2 indoor Pan American championships and was also captain of the team in 2003 at the first FIH World Cup. I then coached the USA men's indoor team to gold in 2008 and silver in the 2010 Pan Am Indoor, qualifying them for the 2011 FIH World Cup, where we finished 11th.
Can you tell us a little about the history of the FIH Masters Hockey World Cup?
Sure. Masters International Hockey started about 30 years ago, and tournaments were held very regularly. Recently, the FIH got together with the International Masters Hockey Association and also the World Grandmasters Hockey Association to arrange the first ever FIH Masters World Cups in England in 2012.
When did a USA Masters team first compete and how did they do?
Simon Gray and I entered a USA team 2 years ago for Canterbury, and then we had the challenge of rounding up the players. We got a team there, we were competitive. Our best result was probably a 4-1 loss to Spain, who eventually won our age group, and we also tied Wales 2-2. We then went last year to the European Open in Ireland as guests, and we managed to tie the Netherlands in that tournament.
What is the atmosphere like at the Masters World Cup?
It's fantastic. HC Rotterdam has 3 water pitches and 4 sand pitches. We're actually here at the site of the Youngsters World Cup, as we like to call it, in The Hague. This is the second pitch, the Greenfield pitch. But the attitude was great. One of the wonderful things about Masters hockey is we fight like crazy for 70 minutes against each other, and then we have a picture together at the end of most matches. 2 teams mixing up, having a picture, share a little bit of relaxation and celebration afterwards together. Great atmosphere. You get to meet some new friends, you see folks from around the hockey world. I mean, interestingly, my club Rye, that plays in the NEFA League in New York City, had 12 players, past and present, who are here at this World Cup in a range, playing in 3 different teams. There's many for the USA, but some for Egypt, and also one team Niehaus played with the gold medal winning German team in the 50s. So it's fun to see these folks from all around the hockey world. It's intense competition, but then we relax and have some fun together.
What teams did the USA have in Rotterdam?
The USA Masters brought 4 teams to Rotterdam. We had women's over 40 and over 50, and also men's over 40 and over 50. We had a great collection of players here. We had a bunch of former Olympians, such as Beth Anders and Katie Beach on the ladies' side. From the men, Steve Van Ranwick, Steve Wagner, Ahmed El-Maghrabi, Manzar Iqbal, Brian Spencer, Ben Marroquin. Pam Stupa had played in a World Cup for the USA Women, and we had Olaf Mark and myself who had played in an indoor World Cup. We had a lot of others who had played internationally for the USA, and we had quite a few who were pulling on a USA jersey for the first time after many years of playing good level competitive hockey. So that's the kind of mix that come together in international Masters competitions, and it's great.
How did the teams do?
This was a great event for us. The women learnt how tough the level of competition is, just as we did 2 years ago in Canterbury. They didn't win any games, but they fought hard in each game they played, and I think they learnt a lot, and are looking forward to come back again. Over 40s men's team lost their first 3 pool matches by only 1 goal in each case, and they then went on to win their 3 playoff games to finish 9th out of 12. Remarkably, Ahmed El-Maghrabi scored a hat-trick in each one of those games. I think the outstanding success was our men's 50s team, who ended up placing 5th out of 14. Had a great series of results. We lost a couple of close games at the start, 3-1 to Holland and 2-0 to England, who both went on to make the top 4. We then bounced back. We beat Egypt 9-0. We beat Wales 3-1 to make it into the quarterfinals. We ran into a very strong German team there who eventually won the gold. They beat us 5-0. but again, we recovered, and in the 5th through 8th games, we defeated Argentina 2-1 in a shootout after a 0-0 tie, and then in our last game, we managed to beat Spain 2-1 to finish 5th out of 14, a fantastic result for us. A victory over Argentina also gave us bragging rights as Pan Am Masters champions.
How did the 50s men create such success?
Well, after our first experience a couple of years ago, we realized we had to recruit some more players, and we also had to create more opportunities for people to work on their fitness and their skills. And so we've tried to create more playing opportunities. But what we achieved here was really because we managed to strengthen the whole squad and the abilities of the folks who showed up.
Who are the stars of the team?
We had a number of very good players, but really we achieved this based on being a strong squad. We were 18 strong, and that depth allowed us to make a lot of substitutions, keep rolling people through, especially the midfield and the forwards, and to kind of keep legs fresh. 70 minutes of intense competition is hard to play, and that's where having the deep bench and the strong squad really allowed us to do well. So Warren Prestwich played superbly in goal for us. Our back four was comprised of Don Warner, John Micklack, myself, Brian Hope before he moved forward towards the end of the tournament, Amjad Zia, and also Yus Duas, who played the last couple of games at the back. Midfield unit worked superbly. They did a lot of running, stopped a lot of attacks, and really worked hard to make themselves open for our distribution from the back. And there we had Manzar Iqbal, Ian Wagg, Richard Hayden, Bob Kosler, and also Andrew Dunning, doing a fine job there. Up front, it takes a lot of running to cover the field because we were playing a lot of half-court defense, so they've got to get down when we're attacking and get back. And there we had Jeremy Roberts and Ian Tapsell, Brian Spencer, Clarence Janelle, and also Eric McGinley and Phil Danaher. So it was the deep squad that got us there.
What support did the over 50s have here?
We had a great network around us. First, I want to thank our great video team. We had Ashley Jones as the video supervisor, and her video assistant was Sahi Karaturi. They did a super job, not just getting the videos out for us to be able to study and get ready for the next match, highlights going up on the website for those at home to watch, but then after the matches they were getting ice and filling water bottles for all those tired legs, and that was a big help. Our manager, Todd Koch, did a great job running the bench and made sure that all our substitutions and everything were happening on time. Obviously sometimes you have to adjust on the fly if there's a little bit of an injury, so that was great. We had Daphne, the trainer from Yale University, was there actually covering all 4 teams, so that was much appreciated. A couple of umpires were here from the US, Renee Zelkin and Swampy Marsh, and shout out to them. They each got to do an over 40 final. Renee the women, Swampy the men, and that's probably the highest accolade available to the umpires there, so they did a great job. I want to thank all the family and friends that were here cheering us on or encouraging us from home. No way we could have all been here without their support. And USFHA had certainly helped us get organized, gave us encouragement, so that thanks to USA Field Hockey there. We also had STX helping out some of our team with sticks, and we got some wonderful support from TK in terms of a tremendous uniform package. That really helped us look sharp on and off the field. The US Men's Field Hockey Foundation came through for a sort of celebration dinner since the men's teams were doing so well. And that was great because we found a wonderful old lighthouse ship that's now moored in one of the canals here in Rotterdam. So shout out to Vessel 11, superb restaurant, wonderful food, great location. If you're in Rotterdam, check them out. Holiday Inn Express Central, near Rotterdam Central, It was a great base for our operations, very friendly staff, and an all-you-can-eat free breakfast, which is a great way to start the day. So all of these things kind of came together to provide a good support network around us and allow us to have an awesome time here and really come through with some very strong performances. So I hope you also enjoy some of the clips of our highlights, and I encourage you, field hockey is a sport for life. We're trying to prove it here in the Masters. We're still competitive, we're enjoying the international hockey, and hope to go on playing this for many, many years. Thanks, take care, go USA!